Okay, today what we are doing is basically we are going to test whether the robot here can move in a straight line. So if you look at the game mat specification here, you realize that the whole mat across is average around 2.3 meter. So 2.3 meter, if we work out in max, right, one rotation, how much we can basically calculate. So let's see whether the robot can move straight. Alright, after some calculation, actually we realized that it takes around what we call 8.5 rotations for the robot to travel from here all the way to the end. And we've placed the robot quite straight in this sense. So let's see whether it does move straight from here. Let's run the program from here and see. Okay, so it's basically our Bluetooth. So you realize there's still some space before the robot touched the end. In this case, the robot moves quite straight, but we are going to see from our values here that is detected from the robot and see how much it moved actually. Alright, let's set it both to 0. Okay, and now let's run the program physically. Why I like to use this block is because it can supply different power to the left and the right motor, so I can adjust it so that they can move straight if possible. So let's see whether what's the value after it move. Okay, let's run. You realize that the motor somehow is not equal, even though they look the same, but you realize that there's around a 4-degree difference after the robot is moving, probably due to the construction of the robot, or probably even due to the unbalance of the robot that we built. It is quite impossible to build an entirely balanced robot, but in this case we just have to make do by changing maybe the power a little bit different. So we realize the C actually move a little bit more, and we might want B to catch up. So we can try with a 71% power and see what difference does it make to the robot later. So we just reset again, 3073 and 3077. Okay, there might be a slight difference, but let's observe and see. Okay. Alright, with a 1 power difference, actually you can see that there was so much difference and the robot actually crashed. Yeah, so probably I didn't set it very correctly. Let's try again. Alright, let's try the same thing again and see what happened this time around. Remember to set the values back to 0. Let's just do a test. So this is what basically robotics is about, testing your ideas and see whether it works. Alright, so it stopped accordingly, and you realize that with 1-degree difference it actually makes such a big difference. So it's better to stick back to the original and make sure that our robot is as stable as it can be. Alright, for the sake of those who are doing this competition, I just want to introduce you to a special block called the motor rotation. So this motor rotation block actually can help you to correct the error if you realize that there's a big difference. So later on, the next lesson, we will talk about how we can try to correct if the degree is slightly bigger. Okay, till then, adios.